We've already warmed 1 degree Celsius. And do you know what's happened since then? Here, let me tell you. We have had more food grown since then, which feeds people. We are able to producing fossil fuels keeps people's houses warm in the winter. That saves people's lives. People die in the cold.
Right.
This earth warming and carbon is actually healthy for us. It helps us to feed people. It helps keep people alive. It helps. The earth is more green than it was years and years ago, and that's because of the earth warming. That's because of carbon.
Climate scientists have spent decades warning Americans that man-made climate change is causing permanent damage to our environment. But far-right Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene has a message for those concerned about the climate. You're welcome. You heard that right. Congresswoman Greene believes we ought to be thankful to big polluters for warming our planet out of the kindness of their heart. Greene shared her latest attempt at a political thought during a radio interview with Right Side Broadcasting Network's Brian Glenn. During that interview, Greene declared that climate change was, quote, actually healthy for humanity. That tells us two things about Marjorie Taylor Greene. First, she believes climate change is real, and second, she's still dumb as ever. Greene has some pretty out there ideas on just how a warming climate is healthy for humans. The planet has been able to produce more food, she says, and while Greene puts a warming planet in the win column, she also acknowledges that humans don't really have any way of turning off that climate change heat lamp once things get really toasty. And if Georgia Republicans like Greene think climate change is a blessing for farmers, they certainly aren't acting like it. Warmer winters are making it harder for Georgia farmers to grow the state's iconic Georgia peaches. And the University of Georgia reports that some farmers are being forced out of the industry entirely. That's thanks to climate change. They can't grow their normal crops, and they just don't have the money to buy the equipment to grow more tropical plants. That's the climate change Marjorie Taylor Greene thinks we should be thankful for. But Greene had more to share, and it only gets crazier. People die in the cold, Greene said, so using fossil fuels to heat our homes is actually saving more lives than the climate-related disasters are killing. That's a strange way to think about it, but in Greene's defense, this is likely the first time she's had any of these thoughts. Greene not only ignores the fact that we've developed renewable ways to heat homes in the winter, she goes on to claim that fossil fuels are better than other forms of energy, because in her words, the carbon they put out makes the Earth greener. Fossil fuels contain tons of carbon that finds its way into our atmosphere every time we burn things like oil and coal. For Greene, that climate reality laid the groundwork for one of her craziest statements, that the carbon released by polluters is actually healthy for you. And Greene has a good reason to convince her listeners that's true. According to ProPublica, America's worst industrial air pollutant zones are all in red states. But Greene isn't likely to find as many climate deniers on the right as she might have even a few years ago. A historic mega drought is scorching much of the Southwest, and locals who depend on that water are watching their futures dry up with every passing day. The National Weather Service predicts that those droughts could soon become massive wildfires. This is the reality Marjorie Taylor Greene can't let her audience see. Greene and her Republican colleagues take millions of dollars from polluting industries who want to weaken our environmental laws and roll back the clock on climate protection. And Greene is willing to sacrifice her own constituents to keep those companies' profits at record levels. Republicans have made abundantly clear that they want to make America the playground of the polluting rich, while regular Americans like you bear the climate burden. It's up to voters to pull our country back from a dangerous edge.